Good morning. Join me. Morningstar.
Ote eshukatea tono, echikatea ta, ushikatea ta, la la basuborotea. Hata eshukatea nota ya tu shikatea. Soboroti shiotea ta eua. Hai tu shata waya. Osode tia wa. Wow. Soboroti shikaya one more time. Oto eshiataya. Oto shikatea. Oh man. Noto shikatea wa. Oh, shikatea la la bosso poratisho. Sobotatea ma shikatea. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Oto shikatea ta atato shikatea wa. Ishatetea. Good morning. It's Morningstar. If you've never seen me before, I do a lot of stuff in spirit. So I was up at a fire earlier, and having that time to just breathe and to be aware. This is going to be a kind of I don't know. This might just be for one person today. Breathe. And grandmother's singing act protocols. Archangels of love and light, who is willing to cleanse me and us of our auric field. Breathe. Tapping in to God Source Energy in the Great I Am. Waiting for all of those connections to take place. Breathe. And diving deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. Breathe. And back up to God Source Energy in the Great I Am. This one's got me a little freaked out this morning. Alexa, play some Peter Cater. I don't know the rights to this music.
Here's some music by Peter Cater.
But we're going somewhere this morning. That's what they're going to play. It's always a surprise. Okay, so like I said, if this is just for one person, that's just, you know what? I've got so much to say. And it's like my chest, my heart is beating out of my chest. And I'm looking at grandmother and they're like, go live. And I'm like, and it's trying to like hold all these universes or planets. And it's kind of like, what? So I got to settle down my energy to give this message. Just breathe with me. I can only take you as high as I've personally gone. And that's any of the people that you follow. They can only take you as high as they have gone. Some energy is coming in. Mother Mary energy, thank you so much. Kuan Yin, yes, thank you. Archangel Michael's right here. Breathe. I am shaking and trembling in my skin body. So grandmother sing starts. So how many of you out there have dealt and are dealing with guilt and condemnation? The accuser of the brethren. Do you know who the accuser of the brethren is that sometimes? It's us. It's us. Me. I stand at times pointing a finger at my own self. My failures, my failings, my inability to just walk this life out. I am a nobody. I am a mom that raised 3 adult kids in the Midwest. If you would look at my life, it's all right. You know, who is that? Who is that? But I'm Morningstar, and they gave me that name. And they told me that I work for them. My job is to them. They take care of everything else. Have I gotten caught up in trying to fix certain areas of my life? Yes. But when it's simplified down, and they say, you work for us, then it's kind of a relief in a way. It's a relief and a release to know that I don't have to make everything work out. I don't have to fix everything. This life is hard. It is. We have days of grace. We have days of such love, such brilliance in our children's laughter, or if you're at a park and you're watching other children just laugh and play, or you go out into nature and you just watch the birds and the butterflies, or you have a really great day and everything just flows, everything is in sync. Yeah, thank God for those days. Thank God, source energy, for those days. But in my life, everything, if you would look at my life, everything would point to failure. She's not going to make it. Too many things have happened. The accuser of the brethren. Take a sip of coffee. It's getting kind of deep here. I read on our live feed yesterday that one person said that they had watched one of my videos and it changed them, changed their life. Do you have any idea how fucking blessed that was to me? What a blessing to know that one person is being changed. I gotta go get a Kleenex. And I really didn't come on here to cry. And I didn't really have any idea where they're taking me. I did. I just don't know how to get it out. There's so much. The accuser of the brethren. Bastards. Fuckers. Could have been your family. Could have been, it's anybody. It's anything. It's anything that you get caught in a situation where, you know, you're not guilty. And people are shaking their fingers at you. It could be family members. And of course, family members cause the most pain. Loved ones, your mate, an ex-husband, ex-wife, they cause you the most pain. They trigger all of that stuff. You know, when we go through processes and we go through life and things happen that we don't have any control of, we, you know, at times we're just like, what? And they're like, you're guilty. You did this and you did that. And you're, you know, and maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Before I kind of had an idea in this journey of what was going on, I would speak truth, or I would say something to someone in my family or anybody, and it would be like a sledgehammer hitting them, right? And I would be like, and they would react so big and so strong coming back like, ah. And I didn't know that the spoken word of my gifting was going out like a knife. It was going out like a two-edged sword. It was going out like a big hammer, right? And then it would be like all this backwash, right? All this backlash. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, right? Anyway, I digress. Hell. Here we go. Some beautiful light blue energy just came in. So the accuser of the brethren. Many times in my life, I would be brought before a judge, before a throne. I would. And over here in this one box is that accuser of the brethren. She's guilty of this. She's guilty of that. She deserves penalty. She deserves death. She deserves all of this stuff, right? Some of you might not relate. Turn me off. But those that are hearing this and those that need to hear this, thank you for watching. And share out to maybe someone who's having a hard time with this very thing. There were times in my life, yes, I was damn guilty. I would say something or do something and I'd react a little bit too strongly in anger, in disciplining children. I would act a little bit too strongly in all of these various aspects of my life. I don't, from the beginning, right? From the beginning, right? You're just kind of like, going through junior high and high school. The spiritual community at that time wasn't really happening, and maybe it was in various areas of the world, but not in my world, right? And so I just had to make my way through the muck and the mire and all these various different things, right? So in life, at times, I would be brought before a judge, and I saw my hands in handcuffs. I did, and I thought, I don't know what the fuck is gonna go on, but I don't know. But I will tell you this: in my life, there have been supernatural things happening. There have been. I'm gonna. Yeah, they're saying to go there. Okay, so in this is gonna personalize it. How do I say this? When I would be put into situations, and one time I actually was called to court. Someone else was getting a divorce, and I was brought in. I didn't want to go in. And they were going to put out a warrant or a whatever to go physically find me and bring me into court, right? And I wasn't the one that was guilty. It didn't have nothing to do with me, not really. So I get dressed up, put on a lovely scarf at the time. It was the 90s or the late 80s, and you put a tie a little scarf on, and I looked smoking hot. Not in a bad way, but in a very professional way. And I walked in there, and so here is these people, entity, the energy behind these people. She's here. Guilty. Oh, we can't wait to see what's going to happen with her. We can't wait to see how the judge is just going to slay her, right? So I get called to the stand, and I get asked certain questions. Yeah, I did. And I was honest. And I spoke my truth. And this is what the judge said. This really happened. The judge said, like a sigh of relief, says, what did he say? It was like he was like happy that I showed up, happy that I was speaking my truth, happy that I, for whatever reason. And so, and he was like, the attorneys asked me certain questions and I answered right. I spoke the truth. I just spoke the truth of what happened. And the judge was just like relieved, like, here is finally someone here today that is, and he just like gave me all of the, I kid you not, gave me all of these compliments and like kudos, all this like stuff, right? I was just like, I was slayed. I left that courtroom and I was just like, what the fuck just happened? What? And so, yes, there have been times like that. And so it was like being released scot-free, right? All of these people or different situations, they were like, we can't wait to see what the judge is going to say to her. Right? All these pointed fingers, all of these, can't wait. It's so devious, isn't it? It's so evil. It's so like, you're right? But here I come. Here I come. Called up to the witness stand, right? And the judge totally says something 180 out, blows everybody away in the courtroom with mouths dropping. I don't know. There's a lot of biblical truth that says, I can't, I'm not very, I used to be very into all of my stuff. I don't. I just kind of have like hints and remembrances that anytime that you are brought before authorities and brought before things, courts, that the divine spirit, the Holy Spirit, will give you words to speak. So do not fear when you are brought before authorities. Do not fear when you are put on a witness stand and you have to give testimony and give testament to something, and it could look really bad in your favor. It really could. Don't fear. Don't fear. All right, let's raise that energy up a little bit. Grandmother's saying, I'm still not done. Oh, God, she's slaying me. Slaying me. Angel Michael, Toto Shikate help even more. So they're laying even more of foundation. Hoto Shikate Teata no Toto Yashikate Teapa Pichikoteata. So what a Deshikate Teapa. I know. I'm getting real personal this morning, but they're telling me to do it. So in my lifetime, in being brought before the throne, being brought before the great I am, and the accuser of the brethren, and maybe you all know what I'm talking about. It could be our own voices in our own head that's saying, who do you think you are to believe that you could get this when you did that? Who do you think you are, coming from a family dynamic that says there is nothing in this whole wide world that says you're gonna make it, that something special is gonna happen to you in your life? When you come from a line of alcoholics, or you come from a line of maybe someone murdered somebody, I'm talking about the dredges of society. Maybe that's where you come from. Maybe there was just no stinking hope for you. None. The accuser of the brethren. No hope. Might as well commit suicide. I'm saying that don't do that. I'm just giving a story. I'm laying a foundation of what happens in the attack of our mindset at times, in the attack of the accuser of the brethren. They want to take us out. They will either use our own thoughts, or they will physically have things that come against us, which we all know. If you've lived on this planet for any period of time, you know things. You've been put into situations, you've been put in places. It could be as simple as walking to your car in a dark parking lot, and you are praying and you are asking for your holy angels to come and guide and protect you, because maybe you see in a car parked over there, there might be one or two guys, and they're fucking watching you. I've had that happen. And I have prayed, and I was like, okay, get my keys ready. You know, in the 80s, they would tell us for protection of us females, especially, you know, put a key in your keychain on any hand. So you can protect yourself if you get attacked, right? I mean, okay, I'm all over the board, but I'm going somewhere with this stuff, okay? This is real life shit. This is real life shit. And you'd pray because you'd see somebody and you're like, fuck, this doesn't feel good. Something, so, you know, you run to your car, you get the key in fast, right? You bam, lock those doors, breathe, turn on the engine, whoa, breathe again. And you're able to pull out of the parking lot, everything is fine, you know, and even at times I would look in my rearview mirror and I'm like, thank God they didn't follow me. They didn't follow me, thank God. They didn't, thank God. How many times? By the grace of the great I am, that we've been saved and protected from situations and things that the enemy, that, you know, I don't care if you don't believe in the darkness or believe in entities that are out there to kill and annihilate us. Wake the fuck up. Okay, wake up. They're there. Okay, they're there. They're there. They're there. So as a child of light, as a divine being of the most high presence of all the universes and all timelines and in all universes, that when you have the spark of the divine, I don't care what nationality you are, I don't care what part of the world you come from, I don't care what's happened in your family line for generations past. When your light is lit by them and you have that key signature and something by the grace has been birthed in your heart and spirit, children, nothing can annihilate you, nothing can take you out. You will be saved. You will be saved and you will be protected. We are champions. Do you not know how powerful you are? Open up your mouth. Start speaking blessing over your life. Start speaking blessing over your loved ones, your family, your prosperity of your homes, your vehicles, the neighborhoods that you live in. You have power to change it up. You have power to bring in legions of angels for protection. Don't forget who you are. And this is for someone out there. Remember who you are. Wake up. Remember. Remember. It's like that scene from Lion King. And Simba was taken to the waters. And his father and the stars spoke to him. Remember who you are. Remember. We have a job to do down here. We have work to do. And sometimes that work is just smiling at someone who needs a smile. That's important. Do you know that you can make their day? Do you know that some people are so lonely and so lost that if you just make eye contact and you smile and you might just say, hello, I see you. Change their whole day, change their life. Especially in this time. It's like gold dust. Everything in my life set me up to be a failure. Everything in my life said you're not going to make it. Who do you think you are? I just trusted. I just believed. When spirit would, pardon me, drop things into my spirit, I just believed what they said. More so than what I was hearing out there. And I would act and do what they told me to do. It was my lifeline. It carried me through the darkest seasons, the darkest times. Don't give up hope. Don't. So here's the deal. Something is going to be released today. Yeah. Okay, I've got to share something. In going back and in the accuser of the brethren being your own self, accusing your own heart, your own spirit of your own actions. I was married early on in my life, and I got pregnant, and I think I was 18. And I miscarried at 5 months. This is raw, this is real. I didn't want to have that baby. I wasn't ready to be a mom. I just wasn't. I was thankful when I miscarried. So fast forward years later. I've got babies. I've got my children walking through the house. And I'm putting clean towels away. I'm putting towels away. You know, maybe one child's in a crib and the other one's asleep taking a nap. Just walking through, and all of a sudden, Spirit, Yahshua, Jesus showed up. And it was one of those times where the heavens kind of parted, and I'm putting towels and stuff away, and the next thing I know, there's such light and such power that comes in, and I am assailed. I am sent to my knees. I am sent to my knees. And Yahshua said to me, you need to repent. So I had a time of spending that time. Oh my God, I bawled my eyes out. And I heard, she's okay. I said, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I said, it was a she? And then he showed me. He showed me himself, and he showed me the child that I had miscarried. It was right there at his knee. Beautiful. Her name was Carlin. That was her name. I was slayed. And he said, you had murder in your heart. And I did. When I didn't want to carry that baby, I did. But by the grace, he opened up the heavens, and he showed me him, and he showed me her. She's fine. She's beautiful. Beautiful. So in life, we go through experiences. Maybe you had an abortion. Maybe you were glad. Maybe you weren't. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But the accuser of the brethren will use those life circumstances to hold you in bondage, to hold you like these heavy chains that weigh us down and weigh us down and weigh us down, and says, you're guilty. Your own conscience will say to yourself, to you, you're guilty. Can't look at yourself in the mirror. You don't even want to look at yourself in the mirror. You're so guilty. You're so like, I can't. Just keep going. I think I'm going to go get drunk. I think I'm going to go get whatever. You know, escape, escape, escape. Anything to face the truth. Anything to face the truth. Anything to face the truth. To relieve the pain. To relieve the condemnation. Not leaving you there. So if you find yourself going through those thoughts,
Okay, I'm going to put some music on. And if this in any way touches your heart, in any way touches your spirit, just keep watching and go with me on this journey, okay? It's going to be okay. We're going somewhere, okay? Alexa, stop. I'm turning my music up loud. This is Winds of Worship. Draw me close. And like it or not, this is just where it's at. This is what's going to happen. Breathe. Breathe. Receive. Some of your hearts are breaking open. I'm shaking. It's okay. I'm here to walk you through. I'm here to hold your hand and to be right next to you. To say that there's grace. There is forgiveness. They don't hold you accountable. Do you understand that? They don't. They don't. Breathe and receive. Come in, archangels of love and light. Cleanse us of our arc fields. Bring us into the throne room. Bring us into the throne room of the great I am. For forgiveness and the ability to find grace and release and relief. There we go. An influx of aqua blue. I'm taking you some by the hand. I'm seeing it. These big golden doors have opened, and we're walking. We're walking to the great I am. It's okay. It's okay to lay your heart there. It's okay to say, I'm sorry. Or maybe not say anything. Just feel it. Breathe it, experience it. Now, there's angels that have lined up in a semicircle behind us. Yes, there is darkness before the throne. They're on the sides, the accuser of the brethren. They're on the sides. They're like, it all works together for our good. The angels have lined up. This is you before the great I am. Yeah. Yeah, there's grace. Lightning, blue. Transform lives. Transform minds. A clearing. All the way down. All the way down. Some of us have been so emptied out that all we have are like a skeletal of our rib cages. And they just showed me a picture of a new necklaces being in these like rib cages, right? Just bone, right? That's how much we've been cleared out. Like there's only bone left, right? New necklaces, new time. Breathe and receive. Teshkotea no mo echikatea nanta pashikotea na antatea pushotatea. Changing it up. If you're still watching, just breathe and receive. There is a beautiful body of water. There's ocean. There's waves. Just let it in. Just let in the waves of glory. It's as if in the measuring, Kuan Yin is at one end, and Mother Mary is at the other end. And there's like a ruler. I'm seeing like a ruler, like a tape line. Rainbow energy. They love us. Oh my God, they love us. They love us. They love us. They love us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let it happen. There's like bubbles of energy popping over him. It's like when you were brought into the throne room, a lot of you were laid down on mats, and the angels are just working on you. They're like pouring oil, touching heads, foreheads, touching feet, anointing hearts again, anointing lives for change, for newness, for new direction, for completeness, for completeness. To be made whole. Healing hearts, healing lives. Explosions of light in the spirit. Explosions, blue light being. Joan of Arc spirit. Yeah. They're pulling us up now, one after another. They're getting you up. Dance. Dance. You've been released from guilt, condemnation, accuser of the brethren. Lightning infusing your being, your spiritual being, your key signature being lit up. I see different ones. You're hugging, you're loving each other, you're hugging. Wow. To be released. To be released. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good. I love you. I hope this blessed you. Share it with someone who needs this. Share it out. Share it to those who are struggling. Please. Please. All right. Blessings to you this day. Peace to you this day. May your heart take hope, take courage, that you are in the vine of life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it is. Morningstar. Peace out.